evening, Dr. Jones, fellow classmates, and guests. My name is D.Parkins. Picture a large, muscle-bound dog running at you with a broad head and a mouth full of teeth. Do you see this? Are you afraid? Or do you see the broad, clown-like grin, the wagging tail, the tongue hanging out and ready to give kisses? I see the latter every day as my pit bull Gracie greets me and everyone she meets the same way, even strangers. I'm here today to inform you about the pit bull. I selected this topic to bring awareness to society's misconception of the pit bull breed. I personally own a pit bull and would like others to not view her as a vicious animal that is going to harm them. I'd like to introduce you to Gracie. At 70 pounds of pure muscle and grace, she is ready to make herself fit in your lap and bathe you in kisses. If you were to come to steal something, she might show you where the good stuff is and then make getting away difficult, as she is underfoot, wanting you to pet her and crying loudly because you are leaving. It is hard to picture what Gracie must have looked like when she was first brought in to the ASPCA at 1 year of age, extremely emaciated, beaten, and fearful of men. Thank you, buddy. I'm going to cover the pit bull's breeding and history, the facts of their temperament, and their place in today's society. The reference material I used for this presentation include the following. Kate Braxier's These 16 Dogs Are Heroes. They are also pit bulls, from the Huffington Post in July 2014. The organization badrap.org, an article on breed history in 2011. Robin Rock, The Myth and Facts About Pit Bulls, from Measles Animal Haven in 2014. The American Pit Bull Registry, Pit Bull Breed Facts and Unwarranted Negative Stigma, 2015. And the ASPCA, The Truth About Pit Bulls, 2015. And John Bastian, How Did Pit Bulls Get Such a Bad Rap, from CaesarsWay.com, 2014. I'd like to start by talking why pit bulls were first bred and their role in history. My research shows that the original pit bulls were bred to bait bulls and other large animals. When this became outlawed, they were turned to fighting each other in dog fights. Because of the need to be able to handle these dogs safely, the pit bull was bred so that they eventually gained a reputation for their trustworthy behavior in humans. In early America, the dogs were valued for much more than their fighting abilities. They were entrusted to protect the homesteads from predators and worked as vital helpers on the family farms. They were constant companions to the young children that were entrusted to their care. Pit bulls earned their places as an important part of the fabric of a developing nation. Next, I'd like to talk about the pit bull's temperament, the facts and the fiction behind what a true pit bull is like. According to my references, the standard of American pit bull terriers are outgoing and people-friendly. Properly socialized dogs are extremely friendly, even with strangers, and therefore do not make good guard dogs. They're intelligent and eager to please and tend to remain playful throughout their lives. This eagerness to please also makes them extremely easy to train. While some can be low-key couch potatoes, many others need a job to do to channel their enthusiasm and energy. They excel in dog sports, search and rescue work, drug and bomb detection, and as therapy dogs. Severe shyness, fearfulness, or human-directed aggression is not characteristic of this breed. In yearly tests of over 240 dog breeds by the American Temperament Testing Society, pit bulls consistently achieve a passing rate that's as good or better than other most popular breeds. A few myths and facts about pit bulls are as follows. Myth: pit bulls have locking jaws. They are no different than any other dog breed. It is their determination and tenacity that has perpetuated this myth. Myth: pit bulls are inherently vicious. This is a stereotype condemning an entire breed based on a few bad people. The truth is that each dog should be evaluated by his own merits and not by his breed. Myth: a pit bull that is aggressive toward other dogs will also be aggressive towards humans. Dog aggression and people aggression are two distinctive traits. Unless a pit bull has been poorly bred or purposely trained to attack humans, they generally love people. They are, in fact, one of the most loving, loyal, and friendly and dedicated companions you can have. Myth. It is dangerous to adopt a pit bull that has an unknown history and parentage from a rescue or shelter rather than buying a pit bull from a breeder. Responsible rescues and shelters evaluate dog behavior prior to adoption, and they adopt only out those of pit bulls that display the proper temperament towards humans. Let me end by talking about pit bulls in today's society. Today, pit bulls are stigmatized by the media as being vicious animals, but the truth is that pit bulls don't bite any more than other dogs. In fact, many studies show that pit bulls are much lower on the bite scale than, say, the golden retriever. So why do some dogs attack? The answer is quite simple, really. Irresponsible pet owners, irresponsible parents, and instigation by so-called victims themselves. Many pit bulls are facing breed-specific legislation, or BSL. Breed-specific legislation typically takes on two forms. Either it creates a total ban on ownership, or it places unreasonable responsibilities on the pet owner, such as constant confinement and excessive and often unobtainable coverage on their pet. People are losing loving pets and even service animals due to breed-specific legislation. Pit bulls are also used in illegal dog fights, enduring horrid conditions, abuse, and starvation. I'd like to finish with just a few inspiring stories of the so-called vicious pit bull. Lefty took a bullet for his owner from an intruder. Baby saved her family from a house fire, first waking the two adults and going back in to save her 4 canine friends, even dragging one particularly scared dog out by the neck. Chaco suffered 12 stab wounds while protecting his owner, a woman in Richmond, Virginia, from an attack by an abusive partner. On his 4th day as a foster dog, Tater Tot saved Christy Smith's 4-year-old son's life, whose blood sugar levels had crashed dangerously during the night. Christy owes her son's life to Tater Tot, who is now a permanent member of the family. Jack saved his feline friend named Kitty when she was attacked and being shaken by coyotes. Mercy jumped in front of her owner when 4 males broke into their apartment and attacked with a machete. Mercy suffered life-threatening injuries after the attack, and local police officers pitched in to help cover the cost of the veterinary care. Destiny saved his young boy when a man tried to abduct him from his backyard. Lily dragged her unconscious owner off a train track, not quite making it before the train was able to stop. She shielded her owner with her own body, even continuing to watch over her until EMS arrived, while she was also suffering from severe injuries, including having to have her leg amputated. At this point, I'd like to ask if there are any questions. Okay. The canine hero who was admired by this country's earliest citizens continues to show itself in the faces of the overwhelming majority of pit bulls in our homes and even most of our shelters. This courageous animal now utilizes that same bravado to accomplish modern-day feats, including surviving conditions that would drive humans to madness. There are no greater contemporary examples of this resiliency and ability to bounce back from darkness than the dogs rescued from Michael Vick's Bad News Kennels. So many have found success in new homes since the rescue that the media has started to change their attitudes towards these wonderful animals. Thank you.